Ladies and gentlemen, to Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup. And yes, you're seeing it for the first time. It's a Cho'Gall game, everybody. So I'm going to start a little prediction here. Rainer's going to be going into the Veteran Marksman at level 1, and I'll show the talent when it does pop up. But on the left-hand side, we do have, under Newb management, Lindell on the Cho, Allen on the Ariel, Birdie on the Rainer, Zloth on the Uther, and Sneaky Glades on the Gull. Over on the right-hand side for team, Dur on the Joanna, Lollins on the Tassadar, Viper on the Anduin, Nyan on the Tychus, and Rantor on the Chen. You have got yourself another minute and 30 seconds or so to get your prediction in on how many stacks for Rainer by the end of the game. Here you go, Veteran Marksman. So it's when you use Give 'em Some Pepper, you get a stack. And that's already one stack for Rainer. So we'll see how many he has by the end of the game. He's actually sitting there getting a couple in this top lane up against the Chen and the Tassadar. Tassadar going into the Kyderian Amulet at level 1, getting himself that bounced range, which, to be honest, I had that Towers of Doom game yesterday, and that was absolutely amazing for a talent just in the late game scaling and damage potential. Cho'Gall going to be diving out a little bit here. Just going to be getting that Surging Fist through the enemy. Pretty standard. Actually, we do have the We See You. The Eye of Kilrog's cooldown is decreased by 25 seconds, its range increased by 25%, and the number of basic attacks required to kill it is increased by 1. Now, I don't know off the top of my head what the base of Eye of Kilrog is, and I actually don't know if I can figure that out. Can I click? There we go. So, it's now on a 20-second cooldown? Hold on, let me reread it. Decreased by, so okay. So that's got a 20-second cooldown, and the last thing I want to check is the activated time. Oh, wow, okay. So you can basically just have more eyes out consistently, because I don't think there's a limit on how many eyes you can have out. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I know, Cho'Gall, aren't we all excited? Wow, a team in the Nexus division that has fun that isn't us or Juice Pirates. This is going to be a fun season. Oh, it's a limit of just 2 eyes? Okay. Oh, I probably said that in the tooltip and I just missed it completely. Okay. Rainer continuing to get that pepper up in the top lane up against Tassadar and the Chen. Viper is trying to heal up this. Oh my god, Ariel saves! Never mind. First blood goes over to the side of under Newb management as they get the snipe into the Tychus. I'm pretty sure it despawns it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot like Junkrat with his traps. Stores up to 2 charges, yeah. Usually, I don't think you can have more than that. Alright, a little bit of charge going over to the side of our under Newb management crew. Tychus gonna clear out that eye over there as we have Joanna up onto the point, forcing them off. Viper gets the channel. Cho'Gall dropping out a runic bomb. Viper still getting some good heals out. Dur forward here, getting chunked quite heavily, but the chunking's coming in from Nyan, and that's actually going to be Ariel setting up the kill. Once again, actually that's Gall right there with the enough damage to find the kill. This Tychus is getting a little bit low, but he does have a lot of really good damage into the Cho'Gall. Checking into the top lane, we haven't really looked up here much. Rainer getting that penetrating round to knock back the enemy. Stun from Uther. Birdie taking quite a bit of damage. Will Chen be able to dive in deep enough? Yes, he can. Rainer goes down. That's one of his Gambit stacks also going to be falling because he does have this Gambit as well from the Veteran Marksman. A kill onto the Uther in top lane from the rotation of Tychus. So this will be Rainer at 40% bonus pepper damage. Hey, Walker, what's up, bud? Good Morgan. Oh, by the way, speaking of Nexus Division, tomorrow night we have a Nexus Division game live at 5:30 PDT. That'll be 8:30 EDT, and for CEST, it'll be like 2:30 CEST, I think it is. I think it's 2:30 in the morning, CEST. So tomorrow's going to be quite a long stream. Tomorrow's going to be quite the stream. Back from work and ready to watch some Heroes casting? You are just in time. We literally just got into the first match. All right, continued fight over the bottom lane. We do have Uther and Raynor in the top. We'll take a peek in that in just a second, actually, as we have this fight really starting to go in favor for the side of under Newb management. I thought Tychus was going to shred right in to the Cho'Gall as we see Chen getting some flying kicks onto the Uther in the top lane. Raynor trying to knock back the enemy as we have 7 talent here achieved, by the side of team. Under Newb management, a sliver away. They should be able to get it from the wave right here as Cho gets a little shove out from the Gall. Little stun. Nice penetrating round. That shock ray, actually, I don't think the shock ray would have killed Uther. I can actually check really quickly and see the damage from that. It's going to be, yeah, no, 369 would have not been enough. But it is a very nice number at the end. Uther's still working on those 75 stacks for his level 1. Cho'Gall comes in here. 19 stacks for the veteran marksman on the Tychus, or onto the Raynor. Tychus low once again. A lot of really good healing coming out from Viper. I do want to point that out. There may be some low health bars, but he's really min-maxing the amount of HP between, or the amount of healing between these two players. But the channel goes back over to the side of under Newb management as we're 7 apiece in our levels. We still haven't had a first objective phase yet. Cho'Gall with the Surging Fist in, focusing on to Nyan. Joanna with the Condemn, pops the Unstoppable, able to step in. Does have the healing reduction from the level 7 on the Sins Exposed. Dur gonna get a little bit of touch onto that point, but it's not gonna get it back to 50%. Cho'Gall goes in. Oh, it's healing reduction. It's in Rage Regeneration. Each time Cho'Gall hits an enemy hero with the basic ability or basic attack, he heals for 82 over 3 seconds. Enemies hit by Gall's Dread Orb receive 35 less healing. So it's a Cho talent. It's a Cho talent that benefits Gall quite a bit as well. Hey Zeno, what's up, bud? Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. All right, the vast majority of the wave is going to be in favor for the side of under Newb management. We'll see how our red team can deal with this. Cho'Gall comes in with the Surging Fist. Bit of damage. We have a lot of damage actually onto that Tychus. Lullins with the level 1 Kydirian Amulet done. Does also have that bounce attack, so it's going to help out clearing this Zerg wave. But Viper getting lower and lower. Uther does go down to the Zerg wave in the top lane. Chen probably having a hand in that as well, as 10 talent here is slowly coming in faster for the side of our red team. I'm going to cycle through those other numbers as the top lane fort falls. The smaller Zerg wave finding more siege as the Raynor is the lone defender, and he is not the strongest to clear out this wave. He does have some of that splash, but this is a Raynor who's more focused, I would say, on a team fighting aspect. Jumping back into the bottom lane, we have a lot of good damage onto the Cho'Gall. Fantastic force wall from the Tassadar, and Cho'Gall will fall. I wonder why Baha picked this game. I'm not exaggerating, Jay Shaw. I was going through the calendar and I was like, let's grab a Nexus Division game. So I looked for a Nexus Division game and I didn't even look at the draft until I opened up the map, which I was already streaming and everything. It was literally, I'm not exaggerating, it was a happy accident. Maybe I subconsciously just knew this was gonna be a Cho'Gall game. Maybe that's the level of skill I have now as a Hotscaster. But honest to God, I didn't even look at the draft for this game before I chose it. I don't even know what the other games look like. I was just like, all right, let's grab this let's grab this Nexus Division matchup. Cho'Gall gets a heal at the last second from Allen. Zlaw coming in around the corner. He has Divine Shield. That's going to be an upheaval from the Cho'Gall. We do have a Storm Earth and Fire from the Chen as we have Cho'Gall going back in. That's a lot of damage onto the Joannas. Divine Shield onto this Cho'Gall as I didn't see one of the pandas. I thought all 3 had fallen right there. I was holding my breath, but no, Chen does get away. No one goes down. Some heroics used, and that's going to be the end of it. Just fate, I guess, exactly. Bob Ross also loves Cho'Gall. It is true. Oh, can someone test a command for me in chat? Let's see. Does this work? NGS MMR. I forgot to check this before stream. Okay, that works. Yeah, cool. So I was watching the Meat Hall for this season, and they posted a photo of the MMR ranges, and I was like, oh, I need to grab that so that way I can just literally make it something people can click and visually see it. Like, Heroes Lounge needs that. Heroes Lounge needs that, like, MMR slide. 32 out of 35. Come on, Rainer. Daddy needs his channel points.
No.
Oh, wait. Why is that on? That should not be on. What? No. That shouldn't be on. That should not be on. Sound alerts should not be on for casting. Those should not be on. I thought I turned them all off before the stream started. You all disgust me. You disgust me. Children. Upheaval, unfortunately, does not get the hook onto the Tacit Archon. Gonna be popped. Look at the Storm Earth and Fire on the left side of our screen, as that is going to be a knock into the wall. Uther's the first one dead in this engagement. We have Cho'Gall getting a mini shove from Gall. Raynor trying to throw back some damage. 35 stacks for the Raynor as we have the objective phase to be channeled. Now, will there be a tag onto the boss in time? Yes, there is. No way do they go in for this. This feels greedy. Uther's not in position for this. Ariel does have some decent healing, but it's being reduced by that Joanna. Upheaval does pull the Chen. No Storm Earth and Fire. Good Detainment Strike into the wall. The Zerg Wave coming in through the bottom lane. The boss just being worked on by Tassadar. Uther's the first one to go down. A lot of low red members, and we have the boss to go over to the side of team, as well as the Zerg Wave through the bottom lane. This could be double keep here. Commandeer Odin might actually be the guarantee for this keep. We have the Zerg Wave falling to 70-some%. Cho'Gall, Ariel, the last two members alive on this one. Kydirian Animal, a little annoying there since it's bouncing to the Cho'Gall. That means that Tassadar will get tagged by the fort. Upheaval, Twisting Nether, or not Twisting Nether, excuse me, the Shadowbolt Volley. Ooh, okay, Joanna does go down. Uther to fall again. Big Light Bomb onto one. Birdie getting low does fall, but it doesn't matter. 41 stacks for the Raynor, and it's looking like core shielding will start to fall. Cho'Gall is stepping back out, trying to clear things out. The Guardians are getting some decent damage, so is Tychus. Tassadar getting that Archon form out. Chen still just working on the core while the rest of the team shreds through the Cho'Gall. This is Cho'Gall should fall here. Nice Chastise with the Piercing Light at level 4, and that does lock down the Cho'Gall long enough to get the kill. The core defense is doing their best. You can see the pings onto the core right now, and that will be map number 1 going over to the side of team. GG, well played. The Cho'Gall falling here on Braxis holdout. Alrighty, let's pay out the people. Choose outcome. How many level 1 stacks for Raynor? 34 or less. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't believe we made it 40-some minutes into the stream, and that was the first just nut snucking in. You guys, honestly... You disgust me and astonish me at the exact same time. I don't know if I should be disappointed or proud. No, that was good. That was like super well timed, honestly. Do you ever turn off mouse capture to clean up the observer cam? No. Because then I have to turn it back on and stuff like that. I usually keep my cursor down over to the side. I'm usually pretty good about my cursor placement and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm good. I don't think like covering up the I don't think the cursor's that big of a deal. At least that visually from me, I don't mind it. I don't know if anyone can OBS screen record capture Hulu audio video. Yeah. I mean, literally you just open up a you open up a window capture and then you just hit record. They'll be fine. Like this capture, like, hold on. The monitor capture that I use, it's literally just it's just a I think it's just display capture. It's just a singular display capture. To be honest, Zan, I've actually never had an issue with any of that. Like, I've screen captured stuff from, like, HBO Max to make into a GIF. And there's no issue. I don't know, some web browsers are super weird and it does, some don't. It's just, I don't know. Like, what was it like? There was a night when, like, we were all playing a bunch of games and I was just, like, Discord streaming a movie. And what was it like? Chrome wouldn't run it, but Firefox would. And with no extensions. Like, no, like, setting changes or anything like that. I just literally opened up Firefox and I could just do it. It was super weird. It's weird what gets recognized and what doesn't. Okay, let's update the score. And let's get into map number 2. Yeah, just do display capture. Just do a display capture. That's what I do. Alright, teams did not swap sides. That's always good. Okay. That. Let's see. Oh, let's do a boss. Let's do a boss thingy. Let's see. Start prediction. Which team gets first boss? We'll have to abbreviate the names. All right. I abbreviated the names. They're on their correct sides, but we're also going to have the no boss taken option as well. I heard there was a Cho'Gall. There was a Cho'Gall. I'm very sorry, Stark. You just missed it. How you doing today, bud? Happy Wednesday. I have a note to message you. But I keep forgetting to actually message you. Like, it'll be like 2 in the morning, I'll be laying in bed, I'm like, oh, I need to message Stark, and then I fall asleep. You're surviving? Well, that's what I like to hear. No, Cho'Gall didn't win, unfortunately. All right, let's get into another game, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump into the next map. Let's go ahead and see what this is going to be and what our drafts will be looking like here on Sky Temple.
I would prepare for your ceaseless battle.
All right, Twitch prediction has begun. Which team will get the first boss here on Sky Temple? Teams, of course, on the same sides. We got under Newb management on the left-hand side with Birdie on the Tychus. Actually, I'm going to do it this way for ease. Lindell on the Garrosh, Allen on the Lucio, Birdie on the Tychus, Loth on the Mal'Ganis, and Sneaky Glades on the Junkrat. Over on the side of team, we got Muradin, played by Dur, Viper on the White Mane, Nyan on the Gray Mane, Lollins on the Vala, and Rantor on the Chen. Let's go ahead and, as I said, get that gamble going. You got like a minute and a half or so to get your gambles in on which team will get the boss, or if no boss will be taken. Immediate toss in from Garrosh. Mal'Ganis going to be razor swiping through the enemy as well. Good concussion mine, and that's White Mane to fall. I don't know if that affects your gamble at all, but there you go. That's going to be a chase in from the Garrosh. He continues to go in. Nice up knock, I guess you could call it, or you can just have the... Hold on, let's... What is the terminology they use here? I guess it's just okay, so it's a stun. All right. Cuz like in Dota and League, isn't there like a term for that where it's like they get like knocked up into the air? I swear they have like a unique status for that. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there's like a special term. I swear in Dota and League, I'm pretty sure in Dota, maybe not League, but I swear there's like a status when you get like knocked up into the air and stunned, like almost like gravity lapse. Knockup is its own thing. Look, the moment I said it, I knew I was like, someone's gonna be like, Bahamut, come on. Honestly, I forgot who was asking about the cursor thing in chat. Usually what I do is I keep my cursor over the minimap, so I do my best to keep it over in this bottom right corner so it's not like in the middle of the screen when I'm panning around. Because you can also pan when it's down over here as well, so I do my best to keep my cursor in the bottom right. That's the habit that I have. But of course, you know, you break that habit, you have to check other talents and things like that. Good gambles, chat. I'm very proud of you all. Garrosh looking for an angle over here in the bottom lane, won't be finding it. We've got Greymane finishing up a camp. Chen and Mal'Ganis still brawling out on top. Oh, you betcha. By the way, later today we're going to be doing more Heart of the Swarm campaign. We're going to cast a few NGS games, and then we'll do some Heart of the Swarm. I'm excited to dive back into the StarCraft campaign. It's been fun. And maybe later, if we feel like running a cult, maybe we'll play some Cult of the Lamb. Got a fun day of streaming. Chon, yeah, Chon. Concussion Mine in top lane does push back the wave just a touch here, building a little bit of room for Junkrat and Mal'Ganis to try and clear things out. We got Lucio to amp things up and heal up Mal'Ganis a little bit faster. Chen just doing his best just to poke in as well with some of those flame belches. Concussion Mine not going to be triggered right there. Lucio with the push off, little knockback as well from his sound wave. Meanwhile in bottom lane, Valo just continuing to auto and scale up. Or I guess not really scale up because she's not autoing into enemies. We also have the Accumulating Flames, which is going to increase the ignited damage by 20%. Basic attacks against enemy heroes who are ignited increase the duration by 0.75. Concussion Mine onto the... Wow! Concussion Mine over the steel trap, pushing the Greymane into a rooted position over there. That was really well played. I don't know if it was intended that way from Junkrat, but he did a great job. As we have the Mal'Ganis on the top. Yeah, that's a body check. That's a body check onto the Chen, who doubles back, and it will avoid the Concussion Mine knockup, as we do have a lot of damage onto Dur, who's able to get the Dwarf Toss out. When did he go at level 1? He did go into third win. Now, why is the Muradin holding his level 4 for nearly 3 levels? He's not a bot, is he? No. Seems like, oh, that was a great Stormbolt into the face of Mal'Ganis. No Night Rush allows him to get away, and that will be Garrosh trying to toss, but he tosses away the Lucio. Muradin still holding talents here. No level 4, no level 7. Is this some sort of flex from... Okay, there he goes. He's going to be taking the... What is it? Reverberation? Thunderburn. Reverberation's blue. That's what it is. He also takes the Skullcracker, gets the mini 0.25 stun every third basic attack against the same enemy. We got some SC2 3v3s that are interesting if you wanted to, Oh, yes, Chess Looter. Yes, I do. I was literally laying in bed this morning thinking about, like, well, we talked about it yesterday, casting, like, StarCraft 2 and stuff like that and trying to find tournaments to cast, so I'm gonna look into it. I think it'd be fun. A lot of damage into the Garrosh, who's trying to back away out of mid. Nice knockback from Alan. Soundwave does push him back. What a coincidence. I was laying in bed and thinking about Baha. Oh, Revolver! So good to see you! Bye!
You must die!
Bottom lane fight, we do have the toss. I think that was actually a dwarf toss, actually, from Muradin to back away. The Garrosh will live for now. I'm so sorry, Revolver. Good to see you, bud. I hope you're having a great day, friend. Immediate 1 second time. Did you just see that? Garrosh with the mid-air alley-oop. You've got a concussion mine from Junkrat. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a
Double kill.
and will yield to a bottom lane fort front gate to fall. Garrosh getting low down here from the Vala autos. We have Siege Giants continuing to wail through the bottom lane, and this is also going to just be continued pressure with the Siege Giants. Objective phase is up. They could actually rotate one off, but no, the raw siege is what they want. Not even raw, the amplified siege is what they want through the bottom lane.
Guardian.
I feel like I don't see anyone take Red Talon at 7 for Muradin, honestly. I feel like it's either Skullcracker. I don't feel like I see very much Give Him Axe. I feel like it's Skullcracker and Heavy Impact like 99% of the time. I do see I have seen Give Him Axe like every so often, but not like by comparison. And the other thing too is like the level 4s, Reverberation gives you cooldown reduction on your heroic, but like attack speed slow, who are you really focusing that on? Tychus? That's really it. Like, Junkrat's autos are kind of slow already. Mal'Ganis is, like, I don't really think you want to worry too much about that. I think it's Thunderburn for sustainability. Because we should see the double up, is it Reverberation? No, Reverberation's at 4, I think. But I think there's the Healing Static, excuse me, is what I'm thinking of. Healing Static and Thunderburn go really well together, and if Muradin's just looking for sustainability, that pairs into Third Wind as well. So, I don't know if Durr comes into Twitch chat, we'll have to ask him. I did ping the teams, but it seemed like a really weird hold, like seemed like just a little out of place, but either way. Anyways, Greymane is gonna just go into bottom lane to soak up. We have continued pressure through the top lane, 5-1 in kills, and a Decimate Garrosh as well. Loving the Decimate Garrosh in this. You almost always take Skullcracker. I'm getting into the realm of taking more Skullcracker. I like Heavy Impact because of some of the setup that you can get, and it synergizes with going into Dwarf Block at 1 and Dwarf Launch at 16. I like the synergy of those 3 talents because you can also get cooldown reduction from the Dwarf Launch. So that's just me though. That's just me. Like I like Skullcracker. I can't argue against it whatsoever. But I think Heavy Impact can have some really good opportunities for sustained chases. But of course your composition has to be built around that. Either way, Curse Bullet into the Garrosh. A lot of good damage. Here comes a huge Riptire, but it still is the Garrosh to fall. Grenade will be able to take down the Whitemane. A trade, Garrosh for Whitemane, but the Siege Giants will go over to the side of Team. No one getting boss yet. Top lane camp will find fort. Skullcracker does a bit of the same with a bonus micro stun. All these fun heroics while we do have Dark Conversion. Yeah, Dark Conversion. We also have Drac and Laser Drill. Of course, I mean, it's Chen W. How do you not Chen W? Especially on a map where it's control point based, boss point based. Nobody freeing Harrison Jones. My PSA as I continue. I can't do it, but if left click on this, left click right here, a bunch of times at the start of your game, and then watch what happens. Alright, toss immediately onto the Greymane. I don't think he got hit by the Decimate. Vala coming in with some good sustained damage. Chunking the Garrosh down to 50%. He taps well. Double Temple phase. Mal'Ganis is holding bottom lane. 6-2 in kills. And when it comes to the structural losses during this trade, it is way beneficial to under Newb management. They are going to be working on a keep, or keep front gate. No, they're working on the keep. And this is a mid lane fort to be falling. So this is a trade that I think the members of under Newb management are fine taking. If they can get a kill off this, that'd be huge, but I don't think they need to even step up too aggressively. This Riptire, actually, this Riptire was brilliant. The displacement was perfect. I thought it wouldn't be enough to take down the Muradin, but he does fall. That's Garrosh coming in with a couple of these huge decimates. Does pop the body check onto Viper. You saw the healing reduction from that as well. Vala coming in with the Rain of Vengeance. Wandering Kick from the Chen to push people around as the Razor Swipes from the Mal'Ganis will get some stun value. And zoning. Overall, the objective phase still going vastly over to the side of under Newb management. as they continue to pressure all these lanes. Murden up in 2. Is this a boss call? Gotta run errands. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to buy Doritos, Ninja. Everyone loves Doritos at a D&D party. Don't forget to buy Doritos. Regular ass Doritos. Nothing fancy. Or you can get the nacho, like the extra nacho cheesy ones or whatever it is. Doritos are the jam. That is always the thing that whenever I would host stuff, it's always a bag of Doritos. Because also they're vegan. So, who doesn't love to help out their vegan friends? Also, apparently Oreos are vegan as well, which that blows my mind. Alrighty, so 16 talent tier advantage, and we are gonna see the first boss of the game go over to the side of Under Newb Management. Under Newb Management does get the boss. I'm gonna pay out that bet now before I forget. Chloe's always raving about how Oreos are vegan. It blows like I remember like I had like a bag of a box, whatever you want to call it. I had Oreos, and I remember my vegan friend was like, "Oh, these are great," and like ate 2, and I'm like, "You can eat those?" It makes me happy when I know there's snacks I can have for my vegan friends. That's the thing. I just try and look out for everybody. Boss will be starting to work on bottom lane keep. It actually might be saved. I don't know if there's enough damage from the Greymane Vala. Boss is falling rapidly here. We are going to be seeing a double temple once again, and boss will not take down keep, though we do have double temple, and if both of these are controlled by the side of Under New Management, they could be looking at triple structures. Maybe not. There are still some keep front gates up. If you die from stagger, it's just a UI bug, I believe. I don't think you deny experience. I think it just shows that because of just how the UI looks. Bacon flavor bits are also vegan. Yeah, because it's what is it? It's oh god, it's my neighbors use it all the time. It's not, I don't think it's tofu, it's something else. It's usually abbreviated. It's like a plant-based thing. Anyways. It's just basically like salt, this very salty plant-based something. I thought denied experience because technically it didn't get the kill. No, I don't think it works like that. I don't think it's coded that way at all. If it was coded that way, that'd be a major bug, and Chen would not be allowed to be played in competitive games. There's no way, if that was even a relative possibility, there's no way Chen would be allowed in NGS, Heroes Lounge, CCL. There's no way. I can't imagine any team being cool with that, like, at all. Like, that's the big thing, too.
The red team's core is being assaulted.
I can't imagine that being a thing, and it being, like... Could you imagine how upset and annoyed players would be if they were denied late game experience from a Chen death like that? There's no way it would be allowed in competitive. I think that'd be insanely broken. Because people would be playing Chen all the time to deny experience late game. I mean, really, the only way to know is if we watch Chen and we stare at this monitor right here, and we see that. That's the only way. That's the only way to truly know. You can deny experience through the lane. You can deny experience through stealing camps. Yeah, you can have because there's the experience globes. So like, if you were to zone away the enemy, and, you know, they don't pick up these globes, then yeah, you can technically deny experience, but like mitigating experience, I don't think that exists as a thing in Here's the Storm. You check the VOD to see after the game. I don't know if I had this screen up. Some bugs have slipped through before, haven't they? This would be a major bug. This would be a major bug. People would be rioting about this because, as I said, there'd be people exploiting this in Storm League constantly. There'd be Reddit threads about it constantly. Like, yeah, like Samuro, he has a lot of features, for sure. I can't imagine this being something in the game that... Yeah, lane experience, yes. Hero kills would be crazy, exactly. All right, 20 apiece. And we have bottom lane bottom lane exposed in favor for the side of under Newb management, but we'll see team trying to do the exact same thing over here with the bottom lane temple. Murden anchoring forward for the ally crew. And you have Wandering Keg. We pretty much have everything up and available. Check out the APM as we do have Decimate out from the garage. Chen looking for an angle here. Draken Laser Drill does come down. Do we have the upgrade at level 20 for Draken? No, we don't. That's Murden getting very low over here. Throws the Stormbolt into Lucio, who is getting the sustained chase, and Murden's able to back away. Temple Shot still available. Draken Laser Drill still in the bush. Really like that utilization of it, as we do have it. You can see right here, it's in the bush, denied out of vision. So it's one of those things where it can constantly... Does it actually... Oh, no, it expired, so never mind. I was curious about it, but that's going to be big Rain of Vengeance coming down. We have a high 5 left and right, and that is going to be White Mane, the first one to go down. Junkrat did go into the extra oomph, but he only gets one reset as we have Murden to fall as well. Chen gonna kick out. He does go down. Realistically, this could just be a walk through bottom lane. The members of Under Newb management do not need the objective phase, but what they want is another boss, and they're gonna grab it. IDK about a no healing static if you have double clep. I agree, Zan. I agree. Imposing Presence does have some cool factors as well. Heroes and summons that attack your hero have their basic attack slowed by 20% for 2.5. So there's that passive value, which is nice. But yeah, I would then wonder, like, okay, why not then take Reverberation and get cooldown reduction on Avatar? That's my thoughts on it. That's my thoughts on it.
Red team's call.
Not the bit, like, I'd say Thunderburn is probably, for me, is the weakest of the 3 talents at level 4. It's not awful. It's not a Phoenix Ult or anything like that, but it's just, it's the weakest of the 3. Boss is gonna get some claps onto the core. Riptire from the Junkrat gonna be coming out. We do have Chen in the back line trying to find some sort of value. Murden gonna be dwarf tossing around. Chen in the back, still just trying to put pressure into Junkrat. The high five's coming through. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be an even Stevens core between the two. And all right, or even Stevens score. There you go. It's no Blaze 20 talents. Fortified Bunker's good. Fortified Bunker's pretty good, though. I think Fortified Bunker's got some value. Crush, good morning. All right, Looper, thanks for lurking. What division is this? Nexus. It should be in the stream title. It's just the weird AA talent is bad. Incinerator Gauntlets is the 20, if I'm not mistaken. Exclamation NGSMMR. Oh, is it Burn Notice? You're right, you're right. Incinerator Gauntlet's a different talent. Burn Notice, you're right. How dare you get a talent wrong? How dare you? This is why CCL fell apart. Alright. Let's get set up for another map. Because we've got an even score. Even score here in the Nexus division. Cries and laughter. Cries and sadness. That's also the reason I was thinking about StarCraft 2 casting, because I was like, alright, we gotta find a new gig. Alright, players are on the same sides. Oh, any fun talents? Any fun talents that we can do? I heard Overwatch is totally not a toxic caster community. I wouldn't know. I don't watch anything, to be honest, about Overwatch. Overwatch, like, I don't know, like, it just was... It's not that appealing to me. Like, I watched, like, I grew up watching Counter-Strike as a Counter-Strike sources that became, like, a big esport. Counter-Strike, global offense, all that stuff. Overwatch is hard to follow, even if you play Overwatch. Baha, next big CS caster? I wish. I love Counter-Strike. I played in Cal back in the day. The Cyber Athlete Amateur League. If you were to choose another MOBA, what would it be? Like if I was like guaranteed to have like a job and stuff like that and like a gig? Probably League, because it actually... League or Dota, because they both actually have support. I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, shit-talk anyone, but, like, one of the MOBAs that actually has support from their developer. How hard is League to get into? How many champs in League? Oh, I was curious if there's like over 200 different items are available in League. So not only do you have to... Oh, no, Rob, I assume that's what you're asking. Not only do you have to learn so you have to learn over 140 champs, and I'm sure there's like meta where you don't have to learn some of them, but like there's over 140, and then what? They have 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities. They have 4 abilities. Let's get our calculator out. So let's say 140 times you have your 4 abilities, and then actually hold on, let's actually take that back down, because then sometimes you have passives. You have passives usually as well. So let's multiply it by 5. So you have 700 unique things in the game for just characters. And then on top of the 700 unique like base abilities, so your Q, W, E, R, then you have traits like Darius, for example. You get like, what is it, 5 autos onto an enemy, and then they have like bleed stacks or whatever, and then you deal more damage. There's passives. Like Here's the Storm. Like there's passives like ETC has his passives and stuff like that, as well as like Maev with Vault of the Warden. So it's like there's so much to learn. So much to learn. And then you also have synergies, because aren't there some heroes like that if they're played together they get special synergies? Like, isn't it like Swain and someone else, like that you play them together and you get like some bonus or something like that? Eight different yeah, it's so much, dude. It's so much. It's a lot. Like if I were to learn League, it'd take me years. It'd take me years to learn League. Oh, I forgot about the summoner abilities as well. I forgot about that. Honestly, fighting games might be the path. It's broken up into smaller. Yeah, I like fighting games quite a bit. I tried playing Dota last night. Oh, I lost your message. Played trying to play Dota last night is overwhelming. Oh, dude. I played Dota, the first time I ever installed Dota 2, I played AI for like 10 minutes and I was like, fuck this, I'm done. Multiverses? Oh, Multiverses is great. I've been watching and playing a bit of that. Tested Shannon Custom, no XP award for self-death. I thought it was awarded. No. Oh, Raz, for sure, but this is we're talking casting. We're talking casting. Genshin Impact, yeah. All right, next map. Next map. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We're not gonna do a prediction. Let's just enjoy this game together. Hey, Jimmy, what's up, bud?
Prepare yourself for
yeah, Raz, yeah, we were talking about, like, getting into Casting League, and I was just like, there's, like, at least there's, like, for just characters, there's, like, a solid 1,000 or so things. Oh, and then you have runes as well. Like, I don't know if casters talk about runes and stuff, but that's a thing in League of Legends as well. There's just way too much, man. I say that as someone who does Heroes of the Storm stuff, and there's a lot of nuance in this game as well, but, like, I don't know. League just seems just
5,
insane.
4, 3, 2, 1. Well, what are you waiting for?
Eternal Return or Pokemon Unite? Yeah, Eternal Return. The item crafting in that is confusing. I've watched a bit of Eternal Return. I'm just it's also difficult to even like get into Eternal Return. But if someone was like, "Hey Baha, if you learn the game, you can cast it, and here's a job." Sure, I'll download it right now. MOBAs be complicated, shooty shoots be simple. I mean, there's layers, of course, to like Counter-Strike and stuff like that. Like, if you talk about like Dust 2, and you talk about like different sight approaches, I mean, you've got, I mean, how many you've like B short, long A, you've got catwalk, you've got, there's a lot of like, there's also a lot of little things within those in like FPSs as well, especially tactical shooters. I mean, I casted Apex when Apex came out. I did a little bit of casting for that. Hold on, right now I'm bottom lane. Sneaky, not gonna get too sneaky out of that one, as that is Jaina really getting the damage in. Nice slows. Got that lingering chill at level 1. Really well played from the side of team. Valorant can be complex. Yeah, it's a tactical shooter. I mean, Apex was mostly looking at the people's kits and talking about the items that they had, or the weapons that they had, and, you know, the armor and the shielding and stuff like that. Whereas I feel like with tactical shooters, it is very much about, like, it's a bit of game of chess. Also, it's reaction time. It's very much that, too. Squiggly Prime, thank you for your follow. Did you know that if you have Prime Gaming, you have... Oh. Uh-oh. Did my computer freeze? Hello? Oh, I think Heroes crashed. I think Heroes just crashed. No Gamba? I didn't do a gamble for this game. All right, well, it looks like Hot's crashed. Like, I got very nervous, but chat's moving. Stream previews just, all right, well, we're only a minute 44 in. Let's just Alt F4 this bad boy. Close program. Womp womp. All right, let's go back to Bandit and I, and we'll relaunch everything. Frozen, so let it go. Yeah, it was just Hots that crashed. Everything else is fine, knock on wood. I talked too much about other video games, and Blizzard got jealous and froze my game. Do you have lever status now? Yes, I do. I have lever status now. I'm out of tea. I have another cup of tea in the kitchen. I don't know if I want to grab it just yet. What I do want to grab is your fishes. Because I like to remind people from time to time while we are waiting for the game to reboot and get back into map number 3, Towers of Doom, that if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, and you can support Bandit. Not just me, but Bandit. You can support Bandit here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. Get yourself some amazing emotes. And, yeah. Heck Jeff Bezos. Hard Prime. Alright, let's re-grab this, and, let's try and boot this up again. As to what the locker door combinations for the hot server room.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
I don't, like, I'm pretty sure the hot server is just one of the servers, and the rest of it is Diablo Immortal. Like, the the server room for HOTS is just the Diablo Immortal server room with one server blade for HOTS, and it's just written in crayon. Alright. Alright, let's get back into this. Here, you guys want to gamble? You guys want to gamble? You guys want to gamble? Here's your gamble.
4.
Which team gets the first boss? Get your gamble in. There you go. There's your gamble, alright? I gave you a gamble. Which team gets the first boss?
Waiting for.
Get your gambles in. You wanted it, you get it. Alright, so we've all seen the beginning here. Pretty much the same. And actually, let's Oh, Revolver, that's just sad. That's just sad, Revolver. Thank you, Crush. I was like, it's 1 minute 30 something. Alright, it's 1 minute 44. And these guys are playing so fast. Be weird if it was if it wasn't the same. That would actually be kind of wild. All right, no crash, no crash, no crash. All right, we made it past 1 minute 45. I was worried that it was like a corrupted replay file or something like that, and it would just always crash at that point. That would have been awkward for our best of 3 series here. It's cloud hosted and no one has the credentials anymore. That's why it runs so poorly, is that it's all off the cloud. Got it. Okay. They must have been using Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse. Oh, nothing really of major note right now. I guess you could say possession for the Sylvanas. That's really not that crazy for a map like this. Combo onto the, onto the Joanna. Leap of Faith at the last second before the Polymorph can come through, and that is going to be a save Joanna, who will be able to hearth back. Objective phase up in the next 17 seconds, and we'll see who's going to be able to control bottom. The assumption is that top, left, and right will be traded out between the Leoric and the Sonya. So we should see a contest over here. Oh, that is, that should be a double kill. Jaina should go down, but it doesn't seem like Li Ming can close the distance for the kill. One shield glare will come out from the Joanna to delay out Alan. I don't know if she goes for the secondary. She does have the Zealous Glare at level 1, giving the extra charge, and that still is going to be the channel. Sonya gets her own channel, and we'll see 36 to 32.
The Raven Lord will fall before me.
I'm silly, hopeful, but I really want Microsoft to bring back HOTS with new characters. I'm a very optimistic person, but that is the one thing that I've kind of lost hope in, to be honest. The only way that I see HOTS getting any sort of support from Microsoft is there's some dude at Microsoft who actually loves this game and will blindly dump money into it, but I don't believe that'll happen. And the other reason, too, is that we live in a world where there's a lot of rich people who don't give a shit about the things that you and I love. Because it doesn't make them money. Immediately. That's the thing, is it doesn't make them money immediately. If they were to invest into it and incubate it, like the egg that it is, then yes, it could flourish into a wonderful chicken. I used an egg analogy, and I was gonna say a flower, but either way, like you gotta give it time. It's not gonna be immediately profitable, but unfortunately, it's a dead game, and no one wants to support a dead game. So that's it. It's not gonna make Microsoft money, so I don't see them doing anything. If they added Master Chief and the influx of 100K players overnight, I don't know about 100K players. Because you also have to remember that the internet also likes to have knee-jerk reactions, and then you'd have a large populace of the Halo community like, this is just Microsoft trying to do a money grab in a dead game. You should boycott it. Because that's also what would happen too, because the internet's full of that. Taunt from the Varian, he's also got the mortal... No, he doesn't actually. That was the healing reduction from what, honestly? Oh, no, I misread where it was coming from. It was a healing reduction from Sins Exposed. I just read the wrong model on that one. But either way, we do have the Slam, the Jam, a lot of damage into Leoric, who will be able to get some Spectral Leech value, trying to sustain into all of this. We do have Sloth able to heal up as well with the Battle Rage from level 7. And Leoric still falls channel over to the side of under Newb management. Oh, HOTS isn't making money. HOTS isn't making us money. Where's all the HOTS merchandise and advertising? Well, we just don't need to advertise because, you know, people will just know. It's an easy PR win for them. Yeah. But that's not what they want. They don't want an easy PR win. They want they want Diablo Immortal amounts of money. That's what they want. They want to make $2 million in a month, or however dumb amount of money they made from microtransactions in that game. Allie, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 5 months. I'll resend your alert when we get a game. Thank you very much, bud. I actually downloaded your StarCraft 2 Observer mod, and I was going to test it out later today. They want that loot box money. Yeah, that's why they did HOTS 2.0. And then everyone got pissed about it. Really good triple kill for the side. Maybe a quadra kill? Nah, Janet can't get the last little bit of damage. Still, great triple kill before the objective phase. Leoric actually should be able to get the channel on the left-hand side. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I would have really liked to see someone immediately rush to the left. Sonya Li Ming can kind of get in a position to delay things out a little bit here, so this might be delayed long enough. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this call at this moment. If they rushed, I think they could have gotten both. Yeah, I have it downloaded, and I believe I have it actually set up in StarCraft 2. I just have to, like, change the, I just have to point in-game StarCraft 2 to the Observer. I wanted to check it out earlier. And I meant to swap it over. All right, contest over the fight. Great leap in from Sonya. And this will be, it's a traded objective, but still also a kill in favor for the side of under Newb management.
This realm is mine, and mine alone.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, Razno, absolutely. Like, arrow from Hanzo connecting onto the Varian. He still actually steps in, chasing onto the Joanna, who will be polymorphed. Here comes Leoric. Does he have an Entomb? Yes, he does. He could look for the Entomb onto this Varian. Great Entomb. Brightwing's going to be stuck inside as well. She blinks away, but Varian still goes down. Well, I think Valve. And now, of course, I'm not that big in the League and Dota communities, but, like, I think Valve and Riot have done a pretty good job of the way that they do their, like, their merchandising and loot boxes and stuff like that. Like, look at the International. Look at the International. What is it? You can buy, like, a battle pass in Dota 2 for, like, I think it's like 30, 40, 50 bucks or something like that. and like X% goes to the international prize pool supporting the players, and then you get a bunch of really cool stuff. Like I think like Valve's done a fantastic job from what I've seen in all of that kind of stuff, and I think League does a pretty good job with. I think they have some stuff for like LCS where you can have like special viewing priority and stuff like that. Like I think they did a really good job in those areas to be able to foster that sort of development. As we have a leap in from the Sonya, huge bless shield from the Joanna. She does have the subdue value. Also, oh, I don't know if Dur lives here. The damage over time might be too much. Dur is unsure as well if the healing over time from the well would be enough. But that was that Sins Exposed and the subdue values helping out, and Sonya does go down. Singular Altar, Leoric is going to be rotating from the top lane as he did grab a camp.
Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the
Yeah, Team Fortress 2. I think Team Fortress 2 is another great example of how Valve really kind of, like, man versus machine was so much fun. And yeah, you were buying tickets to play the game, but like that mode felt so rewarding when you were. And like the tickets were like what, 99 cents, or like you pay $10 and you get like a stupid amount, like you can get like 12 instead or something, some deal. So yeah, I think Valve's always done a really good job with it, with a lot of their monetization in the communities, because it never felt like they were being greedy about it. It was things that's like, oh, these are all cool things that I want. Dota 2 is weird though. It's big, but I never hear about it. I feel like it's the same. Like they have like a lot of like majors and minors before the international. When the international happens, I hear so much about that. But like, yeah, no, I mean, it's such a weird thing that like I barely see Dota 2 stuff on my Twitter. I see League stuff all the time, but like never any Dota 2 stuff. So, yeah. I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm looking forward to? The thing that I'm looking forward to is watching Leoric. No, I'm just kidding. Leoric is gonna live? No way. Yeah, okay, there you go. Varian comes in. Bless Shield will not connect. Light Bomb not connecting either. Arrow from Hanzo is gonna make its way into 3 members in the backline. Good damage onto the Varian. He gets the phase shift from the Brightwing as we have a leap in from the Sonya. Polymorph onto Viper. Big spin from the Sonya. Able to set up the kill into the Jaina. Now a Chastise slowing down Brightwing from chasing in, as Varian will be able to solidify the kill onto the Joanna. Now, Bell Towers. What are we looking at here? Bottom left needs to be reconverted, but they're going to go for the right side first. I like this call quite a bit from the members of... Actually, are they going deep for a kill? This feels greedy. Sylvanas will lock down the tower. I'm excited to see what is it? Dream Shot and Moondoor and Secret whatever. I'm excited to see what, you know, Dustin Browder and Mike Morheim are going to be doing.
I knew I could do that.
I mean, will those like secret companies come out with a MOBA? Are they going to come out with I don't think they're going to come out with an RTS, because I think they're assisting the members of Frost Giant with their development of Stormgate. So I don't know. I don't think they'd put out a rival MOBA, I think, or RTS. I think they'd look for maybe a MOBA, maybe an FPS, maybe even a fighting game. Maybe it's a new MMO, so they can just make a shit ton of money. I don't know. Hear a lot about TI, but never know whether it's League or Dota.
The altars have risen. Activate them.
Well, just remember this. In Dota, you have Roshan. In League, you have Baron. Easy. You're welcome. In Dota, you have couriers. In League, you don't.
Like all the others.
Next big competitive scene is going to be dating sims.
Enough of this charade.
I mean, StarCraft 2 story, realistically, is just a dating sim, right? It's a dating sim between Raynor and Kerrigan. And Zeratul is kind of like the third wheel a little bit.
Gravekeeper, like all the others.
Dreamhaven is working on an RTS? Wait, really? I know Dreamhaven has a deal with Frost Giant to assist in the development of their RTS, but I haven't heard anything about Dreamhaven doing anything with, like, I haven't heard anything about them actually developing one. That'd be news to me, to be honest. Legacy of the Void is Artanis assembling a harem. See, there you go. Everything in this world is just a dating sim. I mean, Elden Ring is a dating sim. Running around, talking to maidens. doing quests. You mean between Raynor, Nova, and Tosh? That is true. That is true. But also Kerrigan's in there. Oh, and Zagara. Don't forget about Zagara. We all know she's secretly in love with Kerrigan. Abathur spends the whole series collecting genetic material, if you catch my drift. No, I don't. Could you spell it out in chat?
Smoke weed every
Oh,
day.
that was the wrong button. I meant to push this button.
Not.
Reclaim the altars. Do not disappoint me.
In Dota, it's always your teammate's fault. In League, it's always your teammate's fault. And in Heroes of the Storm, it's always your teammate's fault. Shots due right now at 16 to 10 in our levels. No boss has been taken yet in this map. Unless I completely missed it with some rambling about RTS stuff, I don't think we've had a boss yet in this map. Haunting Way Forward, not activated, but Sivana still has the barrage of damage. Short little, wow, I can't believe it. The short ice block from the Jaina was enough to save her. The reset from Li Ming, not enough. What's up, Ektar? How you doing today, bud? All right, 16 to 7 in our levels, and Sonya can just retake top lane at this point. I think she will. We have a singular altar in the center of our map. Won't be game ending, but a boss plus altar would be. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the call from either side, or specifically under new management anytime soon. That means boss can win. It does mean boss can win. 20 talent tier advantage. Just for a second here, actually. It's going to be evens in a oh, wait, hold on. Leoric is going to invade on the camp on the left-hand side. Sylvanas pops the Will of the Forsaken. Can she get onto the point in time? No, Leoric will be able to channel it, but will he be punished? We do have Varian trying to punish the Jaina. Taunt's still available. Not going to pop it, actually. I'm a little surprised by that one with Li Ming so close by. Sonya going to retake top lane. Sapper camp to be cleared out. Gosh dang it. Bottom lane almost going to be turned back around. And actually it is. That's going to be the Joanna to fall. Leoric and Sonya. A battle out over here. Sonya getting a little bit low. She pops the Ignore Pain from level 20 and goes for the channel here. Protection for the Leoric, I think it is. We rarely ever see Shroud of the Dead King. Activate to become protected for 3 seconds. I literally saw the protection. I'm like, who's putting that on him? Uh-oh. Is this it? It's the final countdown. Na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na. GG's. My points.